All right. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you are watching the recording of this. But welcome to the special edition LifeVantage Overview. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to a few products and talk a little bit about an opportunity. But most importantly, we're going to hear some real life stories from people in the field of integrative beauty or beauty and wellness. Really excited to hear these stories. My name is Angie Harper, and I live here in Queen Creek, Arizona. And just real quick, my background, I'm a former kindergarten teacher turned small business owner who entered the world of network marketing 6 years ago. And guys, it was the product that drew me to this opportunity. I was dealing with some pretty significant health issues, and I tried everything out there to alleviate my health issues. And one day I was on Facebook, of all places, and I was watching a good friend of mine do a Facebook Live talking about this little yellow activator. And I said to myself, I am doing so many things, spending so much money, trying to alleviate my pain. What if this little yellow activator could work for me? And so in just 3 short months, it did. And after that time, I decided that I was going to sell my small business and I was going to jump into this with both feet. And that's just what I did. And now, you guys, I get to help people, right? I get to help people feel better. I get to help people look better. And my favorite part is teaching others to do the same. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I am just getting started. It's a really exciting moment in time with LifeVantage. And so I just wanted to thank you for taking 30 minutes of your day to join us. And we ask that you focus this time on you and your health, because so often, I know many of you out there probably hear, or maybe you've said before, one of these days, I'm going to start taking care of my health, right? But too often, one of these days never comes, and sometimes it's too late. And LifeVantage, we are excited and proud to say we are leading the way in activation. And I'll talk about that in just a minute, but activating our bodies to function and perform more optimally. So you may or may not heard about oxidative stress before. It is the root cause of inflammation, which is essentially the cause of all disease, including aging, and it affects every organ and system in our body. And it happens naturally, guys, as we age, but now today, in this day and age, it's happening faster than ever before. And why is that? In the United States, there have been 85,000 more chemicals introduced since the Industrial Revolution. Now, these toxins, what do? They create free radicals, okay, which attack our cells. And the attack on our cell, that's what's called cellular oxidative stress. Our cells, they do have their own defense mechanism where they kick out antioxidants to reduce oxidative stress. But our cells just can't keep up with this process as we get older, right? Because we have such a high toxic burden. Now, our flagship product, Protandim Nrf2, activates our cells to make antioxidants 24/7. Now, it's not magic. It's just activating our body to do what it does naturally. By lowering oxidative stress, then our body has the opportunity to function more optimally. If you haven't had the chance to watch this ABC Primetime Investigative Report, I kind of call it a history lesson. I want you to ask the person who invited you to listen to this overview, and they'll send it to you. I think everybody needs to take a few minutes and watch that, because it really explains how Protandim got its start and essentially how LifeVantage as a biotech company, got its start as well. This is our hero product, right? Protandim Nrf2 was formulated in 2003, long time ago. In 2005, many of you probably recognize this guy on the screen, John Quinones of ABC Primetime. He interviewed the doctor and scientist who created Protandim, and his goal, right, as is the goal of every ABC Primetime, was to debunk the theory that the little yellow activator could naturally lower oxidative stress. And he took Protandim for 2 weeks, right? He had his blood drawn, took Protandim, then had his blood drawn again. And what did it show? It showed that his oxidative stress levels went down 45%. So this was the catalyst, right? This spawned universities and institutions to do their own self-funded studies on Protandim. It was this broadcast that created a frenzy, and Protandim started flying off the shelves of GNC, Rite Aid, Whole Foods. And it was then that the company realized that this product needed its story told. And that's why this little biotech company switched from retail to the network marketing model, which we're in today. One key point I really want everybody to take note of is that it was not LifeVantage that paid for these studies. I want you to look at this list here, and I want you to see who did. Places like Harvard, Washington State University, the American Heart Association, okay, the National Institute on Aging, self-funded all of these studies. And if you go to the US Library of Medicine, which is pubmed.gov, and you type in Protandim, you're going to see 28 peer-reviewed clinical studies published. Now, this is the reason why we have so many health professionals in our company. It's real science, and it's creating real change. We're super excited to introduce our newest breakthrough in activation, TrueScience Liquid Collagen. Do me a favor, let me know in the chat if you've tried collagen in the past. I'm sure many of you have. There are thousands of collagens on the market, right? Powder, cream, pills, even broth, but how do we know what makes them different, right? Or if they're even working? What if I told you that there's a collagen that actually activates our own body's natural collagen making process? Our liquid collagen does just that. It activates our own collagen production, and it as well as replenishes it and maintains it. So this is hydrolyzed marine collagen. It's in liquid form. It's bioavailable. It's easily digested, and it tastes absolutely delicious. Trust me. So let's see here. Did you know that our body actually contains 28 different types of collagen? Collagen lines our eyes, our brains, our intestines, joints, ligaments. Most collagens on the market only contain 1 to 2 types, but our collagen contains 10 types. So you're not only going to see the difference in your skin, hair, and nails, right, which is important to some of us, but you're also going to feel the difference in your joints, your ligaments, and your gut health, and so much more. So I want you, if you do decide to give it a go, I want you to be sure to take before photos and then after, but also note how you feel on the inside too. And check this out. This is our friend Betty. Most of us know Betty. Again, these are real people with real results. We have vetted every photo that we share. Again, because our bodies are producing their own collagen, we see the results very quickly over and over. So be sure to take lots of good photos with natural light of all different areas of your body. This is a snapshot of our LifeVantage family of products. We do have a wide variety of products that are all designed to work in synergy to provide your body, to provide every organ, every system, and really essentially to provide optimal health and to slow down the aging process. And something we're all looking for, provide a more quality of life. So this is just a snapshot. And again, whoever invited you to listen to this can get you more information in any of these categories. And let's real quick talk about LifeVantage as a business opportunity. Why is LifeVantage the perfect vehicle? We are leading the way in activation. Many of you probably heard of timing when it comes to network marketing companies, and we're proud to say that we are growing. We have 60,000 US consultants and lots of room for growth. We are publicly traded. We're debt-free. We just released an enhanced compensation plan. So gone are the days of having to build an organization of consultants under you. You definitely still can if you choose to do that. But this new compensation plan is designed to let, even the social seller be very, very successful in this. Many of you probably know what leveraged income is. I know I didn't when I first started this. I was used to going to work as a teacher or even as a small business owner, really, because if I wasn't working in my business, I wasn't making money. And when I learned about leveraged income, I learned that I could actually go on vacation with my family and my business would continue to grow without me. That was a light bulb moment for me. We don't ask you to carry any inventory. Everything is done for you, from website to marketing. And the culture and community this company has created is top notch. It is absolutely one of a kind. So that is the end of what I have to say about these products and this opportunity. And I just want to take a minute here to invite 3 special guests, because like we always say, facts tell, right? But it's the stories that sell. And I know for me, it's the stories. When I started this, I just shared my story with people, and that's what attracted people to my business. And so it is my pleasure to introduce our first guest speaker, really good friend of mine, a mentor of mine, Christy Vogt. She has been practicing medical aesthetics for 26 years. She lives in Colorado with her husband, Dave, and they have 4 grown kids. And you're not going to believe this, she's a grandmother of 7. Guess something she's taking is working. Christy has been with LifeVantage for 6.5 years, and she has built an organization of over 16,000 people. And get this, you guys, this is really important to take note of, okay? She works 1 day a week in an office, a medical aesthetic office, and she cannot share the products in that office, right? It's a skincare and laser center. So she builds her LifeVantage business outside of that. I think that is absolutely huge. So Christy, hello, join us and share your wisdom with us.
Hello, Angie. Thank you. Yes, we are the creators of our own destiny. So we can't allow anybody to tell us what we can and cannot do as far as a business and having a passion. So I started out 26 years ago as a young esthetician, 30 years old, and I'm doing fancy treatments. It was when lasers first came out on the market, and listening to the stories of my patients as they're in my chair for an hour, 2 hours at a time. I love people. I love listening to them and their stories. But it didn't take me long to figure out, oh my gosh, everybody is telling me pretty much the same concerns about their health. It doesn't matter if they're male or female or how old they are or how much money they have. They're telling me they're stressed out, they're busy, they've got lots of aches and pains, they're not sleeping well, they know they're not eating well or exercising like they should, gut issues, migraines, maybe someone recently got diagnosed with a disease. This was 26 years ago. It's just gotten worse over the last 26 years, the stories, right? So then I started reading on their skin what they were telling me, what was going on in the inside. So I made this connection between the inside and the out. It was fascinating. So fast forward, in 2004, I started working for a physician practicing anti-aging medicine. He was way ahead of his time, really. And he sent me to Chicago to an A4M medical conference. And you guys, that was the year that scientists and physicians who were studying diseases and progressive aging came out with one huge discovery. And that was that the root of every disease that they looked at, there was one common root cause, and that was systemic inflammation. And you guys might remember, like a few months later after that conference, Time magazine came out with like this body and flames in the background and huge headlines, huge discovery at the root of all disease is inflammation. So I took a shift in my practice, and that's when I started taking an integrative approach, because I'm thinking, you know what, it doesn't matter how beautiful someone's skin is or how much money they have or what kind of house they live in. It doesn't matter if someone lives to 100 years old. If their bodies are starting to break down at age 60, 65, and they live another 15, 20 years with a poor quality of life. So I'm going to figure out what things we can be doing to lower systemic inflammation, oxidative stress, and have a more quality of life. We can have it all. So I got my nutrition certification in whole food, plant-based nutrition. Fast forward, I actually opened up a clinic where we were doing cosmetic dermatology, because that's fun and that's where all the money is, right? And very lucrative, but also wanted to have a place where I could help people with diet and lifestyle changes, and again, lower that risk of disease. And unfortunately, Dave and I, my husband Dave and I, we poured everything into this business. I was almost 50 years old, and after a year of being opened, it took a year and a half of building the practice. And then after a year of being opened, I lost the clinic literally overnight due to a failed partnership. It was devastating, you guys. Our oldest was just about to have grandkids. Our youngest was about to graduate high school, go to nursing school. And we lost everything. We were 20 steps backwards towards retirement. So I soon after I had heard about LifeVantage and that our hero product was plant-based and scientifically proven to lower oxidative stress. So, I kept my options open, and I'm like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I jumped in with both feet. I've been with LifeVantage almost 6.5 years now. And I am now able to help other people in my situation that want to continue helping people with their skin and beauty and wellness. But also have a second revenue stream and become financially independent. And so they can, have the options. I can travel around the world now with my husband, doing this business still from my cell phone, and, visit our kids. Our kids and our grandkids all live all over the place. None of them stay close by. So we can travel and have the community like Angie and our team and our LifeVantage family, and go on trips together and really make a difference. It gives me so much purpose. It's the most rewarding and fulfilling work I've ever done. So that's my story. And I would love to, help others do the same. So.
Well, I think you've helped 16,000 people so far. So
yeah, there's more to go.
Yes, more to go. Thank you so much. I love
you.
your story. I never get tired of hearing it. So we're going to hop over to another esthetician, also in Colorado. And she's at work right now, it looks like. I see she has her little smock on. But Kenda Buccolo is an esthetician. She has had a very busy solo practice for 21 years. Her husband, Chris, is a mortgage broker. She has 3 adult kids and a granddaughter. So I can see behind her, she has a display of liquid collagen. So Kenda, tell us how you incorporate that collagen into your practice. Welcome.
Hi, thanks, Angie, and thanks for inviting me today. I also wanted to say thanks to everybody that showed up, because I know what it's like to be in the middle of a busy day. That's why I have my smock on, and I'm actually on my phone, Christy, like you mentioned. So super convenient to be able to talk about this, such an exciting company. But the products for me was what sold me originally. Christy had approached me probably 5 years ago about Protandim Nerf 2. And I have always been into holistic, integrative, and clean eating in my personal life, as well as incorporating it into my practice. So when she came, I said, no, I'm good. I'm taking all these other things, and I really didn't want to hear about it. But I did say yes to going on a group on Facebook called Vitality Rocks. And so one day, as I was scrolling through, I saw a picture of this dog, and how this dog had been remarkably healed from taking the same, it's called Petandem, but it's the same as Protandim, but for pets. And my daughter's little adorable emotional support rescue dog was deadly ill in the hospital. And I called Christy and said, okay, I need to order this for my daughter. And in all honesty, I felt a little stupid not ordering it for myself. So I said, and I want to order it for myself. And fast forward about 6 months later, I was in good health, but about 6 months later, about this time of year, allergy season hit. And I suffer from severe seasonal allergies. And I did take so much medication. But in that process of those 6 months or so that I was taking this Protandim Nerf 2, my oxidative stress was reduced. And that was the piece I was missing. I had been supplementing. Christy was trying to explain activation, supplementation versus activation, and I just hadn't heard it that first go around. So now I had no allergies, and I've actually been 3 years allergy free with no medications whatsoever. And I've had some other life-changing experiences with this company with my gut issues as well. And so when the collagen came out, of course, I was super excited. I called Christy. I said, are these before and after photos legit? Because these are mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like it in my 21 years of being an esthetician. And she assured me that we knew people like Betty. And so I said, okay, I want to get on board. And I jumped on it because I'm not getting any younger either. And I wanted some of those cosmetic benefits. But I'll tell you what happened first was at 30 days, I was at work and I noticed that my significant arthritis in my hands was completely gone. And I had been taking another collagen supplement prior to this, and that hadn't done anything for that arthritis pain in my hands. So I was just so blown away that I didn't really even pay attention to the cosmetic stuff until a few months later. And I took those after pictures and I was blown away. And so what was really cool to me was Christy said, Kendi, you're telling so many people about this stuff and what it's done for you. Why don't you become a consultant? And so I jumped on board because of how easy LifeVantage has made it for someone like me, who has a really busy solo practice. I don't have a receptionist. I do all of that stuff myself, but it's so easy because what I do is, as you can see, I have this little thing. I have my own QR code. They can just scan that and they can just order that right there, or I can help them very easily to get it. And I usually send a box of 10 home with them, and just to get them started till their order arrives. And my clients now, I've been able to take their before and afters, and even before the after pictures at month 1 and month 2, they were coming in just like blown away by all of the other benefits that they were feeling. Things like eczema going away and stuff that they had been dealing with for a long time. So now I'm super excited because my own clients, I'm getting to see them change too. And the company's made it so easy. I don't have to spend a lot of time. I don't have to build a team. I don't have to have parties. I can just literally incorporate this as another tool for my clients, because I'm in the collagen building business, for Pete's sake, you know? And so here I have another tool that I can offer my clients. And it makes me feel so good knowing that what's showing up on their face is happening inside them. So it's been a great opportunity for me. And I'm really glad I became a consultant, because I had no idea that I could make a commission on something that I believe so strongly in and make money when my hands are not on somebody. That was always what Christy and I talked about, that unless I'm touching somebody, I'm not making money. So this is really, I mean, what a bonus, right? Anyway,
I love that.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
it's great for me. Thanks, Angie.
Thank you, Kenda. And I love the fact that it was a dog that brought you to this business. I want to know what dog. My dog has an incredible testimony also. No, and I wanted to make note too, you have somebody on your team, Donna, who lives in Florida, who is an esthetician. She's in her 70s, absolutely killing it with collagen, like incredible. So she's got an amazing story too. I love the little poster you have behind you with the QR code, just makes it simple. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right, guys, let's get to our third and final guest. We're gonna switch from skin to hair. Allison Hilton, I love this lady. She's a 40-year veteran in the beauty industry. Apart from her success as a stylist and salon owner, she is a health and lifestyle coach, a widow, a mother of 2. She is recognized as a master communicator and leader, using her own life experience of loss, success, failures, and gains. She is impassioned to help guide her clients in their journey through life, health, and beauty. Allison Hilton, AKA Dolly, are you out there? You can unmute. I know I saw her. Uh-oh. Can you unmute? Hold on. Gotta love technology. Can you unmute, Allison? Are you on your PC? There you are.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Phew.
All right. All right. Sorry. Anyway, so I've been in the salon industry since 1976. So I was a young girl, 19 years old when I started, and I absolutely have loved my clients. And as the years have gone on, they're getting older, and it's one of those things that any of you in the service business know. It seems like within 5 minutes, your clients are going to tell you how they're doing, if they're in pain, you know, just all about their life. And so I don't even have to really ask, they're telling me what they need. And I had a large salon with 35 employees that I had to coach and train. That was estheticians, massage therapists, and hairdressers. Plus I worked behind the chair with an assistant. So I was always teaching them about how to increase their bottom line without having to add more hours to their day and still taking care of their clients. And while I was very much into health and wellness, also personal development, I worked as a coach and did detox retreats. And I would bring all that information back to my clients, and I was always really excited to share. At one point, I got invited to take a look at a hair care system that was launched by this company called LifeVantage. And so I went, and I was so impressed with what I had learned on that particular presentation that I immediately joined the company and was putting all my clients on the hair care, those that needed it. And it became something where people were walking in the door, hey, I heard you have the hair care that really works. And they weren't even necessarily customers of mine. So I started building without having to really flex my muscles. And just over the last year or so, I closed the large salon and am working in a salon suite setting. And I often have my clients will walk in, they tell me what's going on with them. And I've learned so much about all these other products in the company that I'll set them down, put their hair color on, put them under their hair dryer or steamer, and we'll share a video. And my clients have, many of them are on most of the products in the company. And it's been incredibly rewarding when they'll come in and they will share how I didn't even know that some of them were in fear of losing their memory, and they get on our Axio that really helps with brain health. And they're coming back in and saying, Allison, my words are back and my arthritis is gone, or the pain in my hands is gone. And they're discovering things that I didn't even know about as I was sharing these products. A year or so ago, I got COVID. And one of the things that was going on with the early condition of COVID were people were losing their hair. And I immediately got on our hair care, and we have a serum, and I was able, most people who had COVID didn't lose their hair right away. They would lose it like 90 days later, because our body works in 90-day cycles. So, which is part of why we tell our clients that if you're going to try these products, you want to give it some time. You don't just expect something to happen overnight, because our system takes time. Anyways, I was able to help myself and many of my clients with our hair care and our serum to stop the fallout. But I got to tell you, what a game changer it was when the liquid collagen came out. My clients, they care about the way they look, or they wouldn't be my clients. And so I'm showing them all these before and after pictures. And by the time I left the conference, I had at least 20 orders. I was sending texts and before and after pictures to all my clients. And when people try these products, they stay on them. But the thing that this collagen has done, it's been so much fun. They come in and they want me to take their pictures, their before picture and their after pictures. And they're telling me how much easier their hair is to work with. And for me, that makes me look good when they can style their hair better. But a lot of them are telling me other stories. It's like, it's not just my hair. My hair is amazing, but I've had clients that said they couldn't even leave their house. They had problems that were due to radiation from cancer treatment, and they literally they couldn't even walk the dog. They were afraid. And all of a sudden they're better. And it's just so exciting when I hear these stories over and over again, stomach issues and arthritis issues, and they're pain-free and are loving how they look. I was hiking yesterday in the desert, and some stranger said, "What are you doing? You look like Superwoman with this beautiful skin." And hopefully she'll be on the presentation tonight because she's a medical professional. So people are coming to me and asking what I'm doing, and they're noticing. So these products really work.
I love it.
And
Allison, quick question. Do you have a display of products set up in your salon?
I do. I have it in the waiting area. And then again, in my room, so when my clients come in and they're sharing what's going on in their life, they might say, "I'm exhausted." I immediately go mix them I'll mix them up some Axio, and I'll set that box down and say, "Here, if you want to read about it." And then while they're under the steamer, I'll play a video, and I will also give them a sample taste of the collagen if they haven't tried it before. And I get a lot of them, they want it.
I love it. Such a great idea. Such a great story. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Allison. I know you helped a lot of people out there just kind of visualize, and Kenda as well, how they can incorporate this into their current practice, whether or not you're an esthetician, a hairstylist, even massage therapist. You can incorporate it into what you're already doing and help people further. So with that, I would like to thank everybody so much for their time. Thank you for jumping on this call to learn just a little bit more. And like I said, it is all about the stories. Am I right? Be sure to circle back with whoever shared this information with you, and they would be glad to get the ABC video to you, to get you more information on any of our products, and also to get you detailed information on the opportunity. So with that, thank you all so much for your time, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.